everybody. It's Trixie. Welcome to the Underground. John, I love you. Happy birthday to you. It's his birthday tomorrow. I'm taking him out for a steak later. Couple of ribeye, eating non-vegetarians. I'm a vegetarian, not a vegetarian. You like that one?
I do. I'm using that one.
Oh, so... Yeah, I got to get through this fast, but like he put this, I'm in such a happy mood. First of all, my Taylor Swift sweatshirt finally came in. It's a little big, I got to shrink it. But I'm looking right at her. He's got this beautiful picture of Taylor Swift and I'm just smiling. Oh, he's Mr. Renaissance man, thinks of everything. So just a little bit about my aggravating life, because I like to do I have an aggravating life segment. I'm putting my bike rack on my car tomorrow. My mechanic's doing it for me. So I washed my car like with the best wash, okay, through Golden Nozzle. And because I won something, I don't know, it's like some dog thing, like some charity event that I went to. I never win anything, but I won like a year's free car washes. So I put my car through. It was filthy as hell. I get home. I go back out 2 hours later. What do you think happened? A flock of seagulls or pigeons crapped all over the whole left side of my car. It was like high anxiety. Remember Mel Brooks running through with the bird shitting on him? That's what happened. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. So now I can't wash my car for like, I don't know, 7 months. I don't know what's going on. But here we go. So let's just talk just a little bit about the State of the Union, because I guess he's alive. Biden's alive. I can't believe it. The Republicans really set the bar low like he's dead. He's not dead. Thinking he's just kind of in the basement somewhere, but he must have had a couple of Red Bulls. I liked him. I actually liked him. He's got a chance, you know. Mike Johnson smirking. Oh, what do you say? No, he does not snort coke. That's his son. That's his son, John. So he was smirking for Donald Trump, Mike Johnson. You know, at least he called for decorum. I guess Marjorie Taylor Greene did not get the memo with her Make America Great Again hat and her pins, and she is the most. Is there anyone more despicable than she is? Someone should stick her in a mental institution and throw like a razor blade in there. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. That's not good. But Katie Britt at the end of it, John, her face is gone. You got to fix that. I got to stare at her. It's a blue screen. So Katie Britt did the Republican response. Thank you so much. That was like the best gift to Democrats. Good night for Democrats all around. She's too young for menopausal mood swings, so I don't really know what was her deal. Democrats were making a big deal that she was sitting in the kitchen, which is the way Republicans like it. She's back. And I don't understand, but they did a funny comical thing on Saturday Night Live with Scarlett Johansson. And, Ariana Grande was on last night. I don't think Saturday Night Live is that good anymore, but there was a funny skit with Bowen Yang. What's his name? Bowen Yang. And her singing. Oh, my, everything was going back to Happy Birthday to You. They were cracking up. Ariana's so good at, like, imitating. She was better than Josh Brolin last night. He was the host. They should have her host one of these days. She's pretty cool. She's back. She's back after her divorce. Speaking of Taylor Swift, sources are claiming the NFL is trying to get Taylor Swift to do the 2025 halftime show. That would be the best in history. What's going on?
Nothing.
You're moving her head.
She's nodding yes.
Oh, God. Oh, there you go. So sleep divorce is a common trend now. Having separate bedrooms. I thought separate bathrooms was a good idea, but separate bedrooms, maybe if the guy, or the girl, sometimes women snore, because that can keep you up. I mean, I had an ex that snored. You know what I mean? You just kind of tap her and, okay, it's done. So a study conducted by the National Sleep Foundation found 25% of married couples sleep in separate rooms. It's because they hate each other. Snoring, farting, different sleep timers, who knows? Reflux, I need one of those mattresses that props me up like Psycho. You're distracted, John. You're distracted. On patrol. Huh?
I'm making sure she stays up.
She's up. You don't have to kneel down like that. That's okay. I'm just joking around. I got to look at her. I'm happy. On patrol live, Daytona Beach. This is what happens. An open line 911 call, a woman in distress. A man was threatening the woman, okay? Telling her to take her clothes off. I find that kind of funny. It's not funny, but I laugh at everything. And then he shot her in the head. What the hell? Then he came out saying it was her fault. He's like, I don't know why I keep messing with these girls. And the cop tries to defuse the situation. Yeah, these girls. But, oh my God, he tries to take her clothes off and then shoots her in the head. The bullet grazed her head. She's okay. He's charged with attempted murder, sexual battery, and false imprisonment. So on What Would You Do, I love What Would You Do. They put you in weird situations and like see if people speak up with John Quinones. A homeless woman walks into a bar. It sounds like a joke. And asks for a free meal. The bartender was rude. You know, I had that happen to me once. And you know what I had the homeless guy do? My laundry. And I gave him like all this change. I said, would it be rude if I offered you money? And he's like, no. So a lot of patrons stepped up to the plate. They wanted to buy her lunch, except one guy. Yeah, I don't know, but definitely like stand up if you see someone being so rude to a homeless person. That's disgusting. A guy a week before his wedding was asking his fiancée to sign a prenup. Maybe he should have done it like beforehand. I don't know. I mean, I get it if you've got so much more money than the woman or whatever, vice versa. But like maybe give her a little notice. But he was kind of rude. So 40 to 50% of marriages end in divorce. Boy, that's a really ringing endorsement for marriage, huh? John, you're still going with Kubla Head. You're both irresistible. And in Alabama, a woman who was black was on an interview, and the hiring manager told her, who was white, she said she looked good on paper but has the hair that was wild, and to change her hair. Okay, I mean, that's kind of like, how bad could it be? But you know what? I remember when I was in radio, and I was friends with a couple of black guys, and the guy told me, they told him he sounded too urban. Okay, I mean, I don't know what you want the guy to sound like, but I think that people should just sound like themselves. More than 20% of black women 25 to 34 years old have been sent home from work due to old rules and racist attitudes. Still? About their hair. Really? Look, if you're in the kitchen and you're cooking and you got hair flying around, I don't care if you're white, black, green, I don't want hair in my food. But other than that, like, what? There was nothing wrong with her hair. She spoke well. She seemed intelligent. I mean, give me a break. Why you got to worry about that stuff? But I remember when I was in, when I had my sports show, I used to dress in like a military shorts. And they're like, you're dressed like a military person. They had a problem with that. But, you know, I guess that's true. But, you know, in radio, I didn't think I had to dress up. Who cares? No one's looking at my bottoms. But I went in like one time when I was doing a charity basketball game. I had fake tattoos because I was trying to be like Allen Iverson. Man, I'll tell you. And then I went up for a co-host job, and this guy was so bad. He was like he was trying to be like Howard Stern, but Howard Stern wasn't even this bad. He was like totally like downing women, and I remember them telling me, oh, he likes a woman to dress like this. So I went in dressed like what he liked, and he still went lesbian. So yeah, he was right. But he got to pick who the winner was, and he didn't pick me, but he picked this other woman, and she ended up filing charges against him. So you should have picked me, you jerk. Anyway, I didn't want to work with him anyway. So did you hear about that couple in Kentucky? Oops, sorry to say that. They tied the knot in a convenience store bathroom with family and friends standing by. Okay. In the men's room, why would you want to get married in a bathroom? First of all, it smells bad. Disgusting. Maybe they met there, but it was like, I don't understand that. So a little bit about Wendy Williams. Where is Wendy? Oh boy, it's hard to watch this because I really liked her. She was like vibrant, and you know, she talked about pop culture, kind of like what I do, and you know, kind of she sounded needy, and just ever since like Kevin left her and stuff, she's kind of gone downhill. Now she's got dementia, which is not cool. She said she never wanted to be wealthy. She wanted to be famous. That's me. I said the same thing. Yeah, she had no shoes on, and she had lymphedema. I don't even know. My mother knows everything about this stuff. Her feet looked like they were filled with dirty swelling, and then she starts crying again. I would be too. She had all this stuff going on. And then all of a sudden she puts out, I love Tito Puente. Yeah, me too. Maybe Tito Puente Jr. And then she says, I love vodka. We have a lot in common. I used to drink vodka and then strip on the ball. Not really strip. When I was DJing, I used to like screw the pole. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. But I used to DJ at this bar that was like a former strip club. And I think the aura was still there. So I kind of, hey, women kind of like that back then. I kind of had a little bit of action. Ma, close your ears. Her eyes were very wide open, and I figured out why she has Graves' disease. You know, thank God my thyroid's underactive. I don't have the eyeball thing coming up. So they showed her a personal trainer at the gym, and she's like, no. She had big furry boots on, waiting to work out. She wouldn't do the stepper. She's like, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. I didn't know this, but in 2020, she was found unresponsive in her apartment and taken to the hospital. So it was like an overdose or something on alcohol. So Trump spoke at the Black Conservative Federation about relating to black people. Like, black people like him because of his mugshot. Oh, he's nuts out of his effing mind. Bill Maher brought up something good. Like, if the president had, or the former president had unlimited immunity, why did Ford have to pardon Nixon? I thought that was, I wouldn't come up with that. He's smart. Tom Brady said he didn't sleep for a long time after the Patriots lost to the Giants in the Super Bowl. This is the Patriots Dynasty documentary, and I kind of feel that way when I lose Marketer of the Month. I don't sleep for a month. That's the way it is. But I guess Kraft was saying he watched guys throwing up and crying on the floor. Boy, that really had a winning attitude, huh? Biden was on Seth Meyers, the 10th anniversary show of Seth Meyers. He was asked if Taylor Swift and he are in cahoots. He said it's classified. But he was okay. I mean, I like his personality. At least he's not mean. Lala on Vanderpump Rules is pregnant with baby number 2. She used a sperm donor. Do it now. The Republicans are going to stop that too. They had a trip to Lake Tahoe. Brock and Scheana. I don't know. Brock doesn't seem like he's happy. He doesn't like his mother-in-law around every day. He started fights with Scheana in front of people. When she was picking out bathing suits, Graham, Rachel's dog, was barking at Allie's cat. Dogs and cats, yeah, there's a whole history there. Sandoval, ghosted by Raquel. That's what they're talking about. Raquel out of rehab and doesn't really like the narcissist anymore. Ken was sleeping on Lisa Vanderpump's private jet, and he's sleeping with his mouth open. Why do guys do this? My brother-in-law does this. All of a sudden, they're like this.
How do you expect us to snore?
Yeah, I mean, would you sleep like that, John?
Yeah.
With your mouth hanging out? Do you drool?
No, I don't drool.
Okay. But they both look dead. That scares the hell out of me. And my mother does that when she falls asleep when we're watching when we're watching Thanksgiving. Me and my sister looked over, and she's got the leaning head thing. And she's got the mouth, and I'm like, oh my God, is this it? Is she gonna, is that how she's gonna die right in front of us? I hope she doesn't die in front of me. I won't get that sight out of my head. Lisa Vanderpump was getting her picture taken with a restaurant wolf mascot. I mean, I don't know if she likes to date animals. I don't think she does, but she loves animals more than people. Sandoval had blue nail polish on, crying on the way to Lake Tahoe. He cries too much. He needs some mood-altering pills or something. Crying in his testimonials. And then they had them smashing walls. I guess this is a new thing with a sledgehammer. You smash walls. So he was like screaming as he's smashing the wall. Worm with a mustache, because that's what James was calling him. Scumbag cheater. Charles Manson's son. That's what Lala called him. That's so funny. Yeah, Sandoval's accountability meter is like at 10%. Brock went after Sandoval for not taking accountability. He's got to just learn his lesson, man. Yes, I'm a scumbag. Just admit it and go on. Lala went after him for calling her douchey and not real. Turned into a screaming match on the boat. Those poor people working on the boat, and they're not used to it. She's saying he isolates people and grooms them. That's possible. Raquel and Ariana said that. Scheana was nonstop crying. I think she misses Sandoval. But then he said he started to turn human when he said I would like to apologize, and then he showed humanity by giving her a hug. I mean, okay, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So part 1, Dorit dressed in bright red orange like a belly dancer, wife of a Saudi prince. Kyle was saying Dorit exaggerated the extent of their friendship. Only one vacation together. Kyle sent a text trying to control Dorit into not saying they had a fight. But I like Kyle. Kyle's like my favorite one. Sutton saying she can't feel her feet. I don't understand that. Sutton's strange. So Dorit and Kyle were going at it, and Erica was leaning back into the chair, like, okay, let somebody else get attacked, because last year it was Erica. So Kyle told everybody that Dorit went working out with her, and then she had to like sit on the concrete because she was breathing too heavy. Yeah, I'll tell you, Kyle works out a lot. Kyle on turning lesbian. She grew up in a certain way, as we all do. She's changed. Everything your mom teaches you, that's how you have to think and believe. No, I don't think so. She said, I don't know what the future holds. During the break, Kyle was talking about LVP meeting Crystal. Crystal saying she was a Beverly Hills housewife, and LVP asking her if Kyle was still on the show, cracking me up. Goodbye, Kyle! Just like what Ken was saying. Goodbye, Kyle! When Kyle and Lisa were fighting. So Crystal called them not highly educated. We all know about that. Dorit took exception, saying, well, you were getting married at 12, child bride. We were building businesses and graduating college. Garcelle doubts Dorit's home invasion. That was this week. Part 2. The robbers left the cell phone by the gate because she asked them to, which is I thought that was very odd too. The cameras weren't working, which I thought that was very odd. Erica sat down with the plane crash victims, with Tom Girardi and stuff, allegedly stolen. And then Kathy Hilton blurted out that she noticed distance between Mauricio and Kyle's last 3-4 years, which I don't really think so. I thought they were good up until, but people hide things. Who knows? What else? Kathy Hilton showed up like 15 minutes to go, and she looked like she just rolled out of bed with furry slippers and a robe. Erica had a special Bet It All on Blonde, which I thought was interesting because she wasn't into it for the longest time. And Mikey, her creative director, kept yelling, there's a piece missing. And they started crying, the flamer that he is. And I guess she had thoughts of suicide. What's up with all this suicide? Well, when she was entangled, all that stuff with her husband. And yeah, that could kind of get to you. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones has been ordered to take a paternity test. With his age, who would screw his pink face? Maybe he has a pink penis too. I don't know. A woman sued him. So now the judge ordered this. A 27-year-old wants to know if he's her daddy. Jax Taylor and Brittany Cartwright. Yeah, from Vanderpump. Not anymore. But they're going to be on The Valley. Coming up, I can't wait. Anyway, they're getting divorced. They've separated. I'm not really surprised. Jax is like a dog. He probably cheated on her. And they announced it on their podcast when reality hits. She's moved out. She doesn't look as good. She moved out for the sake of her mental health. Yeah, Jax can make any woman crazy. He doesn't admit anything he does. They have a 2-year-old son named Cruz. Pretty sad, huh? In Kentucky, a Dairy Queen manager repeatedly forced employees to eat ice cream tainted with cleaning solution. Lovely guy. Whether or not they liked it, in quotes. Some were taken to the hospital. I would have quit. No one's going to force me to eat ice cream. I'm on this health kick. No cookies. Lauren Boebert's son was arrested facing charges of property theft. So she actually was well behaved, and she actually looked pretty at the State of the Union. She knows she's done after this year. Marjorie Taylor Greene will never be done. Never be done. Massachusetts was ranked best state for women to live in. No kidding, I'm in the best state, according to Wallet Hub. DC, Minnesota, Maine. So Texas is the worst. Alabama. Do we really need a study to figure this out? Mississippi, Louisiana, and Oklahoma. Thanks, you guys. Thank you, Taylor Swift, for staring at me the whole entire show. Love you for supporting me. Like my wig. I miss this wig. I want to wear this. TRIXXI'Podcast@gmail.com. I love you guys. See you again next week. And watch the Oscars tonight. Jimmy Kimmel's hosting. Ending pretty well, John.